So folks, have I not been freaking the fuck out like the past week or two about gun confiscation and foreign troops on the ground and ISIS? Well, we all know ISIS is here. Here's the shit now. California law allowing police to seize guns without notice begins January 1st. Do you folks know what seize guns without notice means? Anybody? It means gun confiscation, you fucking moron. Here I am again, giving news I don't want to give. I didn't even want to fucking touch this shit. I got a whole nother video over here I'm supposed to be doing. I just want to point this out. I'm not even going through it. It's self-explanatory. Law allowing police to seize guns without notice. Okay? You better get to your fucking state house. You better get on the fucking burn the phone lines, the emails, everything. And you better get this shit taken care of real fucking quick.
I two-step with Lucifer, and ever since I started dancing, I walked the fine line between Einstein and Charles Manson. Starved this famine with my stomach growling, like someone shouting 100,000 times louder than thunder pounding. Fuck around and I'll punch your mouth in. I'm king of the mountain with my life in this project like it's public housing. Counting on the fact I firebomb entire songs and won't stop till the world's inside my palm like Viacom. Diabolic, I'll supply the higher wattage via fiber optic wire till you acquire some kind of knowledge. Cause life made me grow wise.
Hey, what's up, folks? It's Wit, Permanent Patriot. I want to make sure you guys get this right, so go ahead and write it down or whatever. First one there, declarepeace.org.uk/captain/murder_inc. Or you can just type in Down with Murder Inc. and Captain Wardrobe presents Down with Murder Inc. That's what you want. So come on into here. And I just want to show you this, folks. You don't even have to use all the stuff over here. So, I believe I've seen this under Police State USA. Damn thing. This happens to the page every now and then. There we go. Okay. Yeah, why do the same people seem to keep getting into power? And so it goes on to tell you about all sorts of different stuff. This is what they do. They grant access to those who obey indoctrinated aspiration program, allow a have or have not behavioral system of control. The elite educate the rich and well-bred, obedient other class to a standard which enables them to obediently sit in office, while they educate the poor to be able to vote without realizing the choices enforced. Continuance of the fraud of managed democracy by the controllers continues with your vote. Now it tells how and through what they do it. So you got brains decoding information. Okay. Transception, reception, expression, impression, slang, emetic virus. Now we start the conditioning, re-education, if you will. Supplied via media, multi-ethnic diversity in America. That's not like a fucking joke I use in my other videos, folks. That's for real. Multi-ethnic diversity in America. Or indoctrinating America, whatever, one of those. So, sensory brain interface, physicality, instrument, equipment, technology, stage, realm. They control the medium. 1. Through medium, intervening substance through which a force acts or an effect is produced. Actor, performer, conductor, window, cult, frequency, cult, actor, Hollywood. 2. Next, energy, access to heat, shelter, location, situation, government and heart. 3, 4. Architecture. Under the influence of what our bodies need to sustain themselves, energy, oxygen, food, water, GMOs, fluoride. At 6. Belief, brain sense, continual awareness feedback within reality continuum, cognitive dissonance. Number 7. Now, this is how I look at this. And I'm not saying this is how it is. This is just the way I look at it to help me when I'm describing it to other people. Think of this up here as God's chair. That's God's house. Now, Illuminati guys are up here, right under that. So they think. There's different realities, cultures, whatever. Okay? Society, alternative, and traditional. So you're normal, and this is your society, and this is the alternative culture. Now, this is how it starts. Opposed defiance. Politically steered. Enables. From enforced polarity. Cognitive dissonance. Okay, now, watch this. Traditional moral values are polarized against an alternative within a realm-controlled cult society. We all live in a perpetual gray area defined by a pendulum-like swing of values which continually serve to divide and rule humanity. With each swing of this cultural pendulum, cultural history is reworked. Morals are reinforced as totalistic control mechanisms for both traditional and alternative cultures. Now, this is the point they're trying to make here. Indoctrination by false dictamy. Okay, now, okay, now, there's that fucking triangle again. Government, NGOs, multinationals. Here's us, local level, citizens. We're customers now, we're not even citizens. It's us below the red line. And then they start the global, starting right there, that's global corporate fascism. Okay. And right here, abuse, degradation, dehumanization enables conversion mechanism via aspiration culture reliant on enforced choice of cultural values. Follow me here, folks. Debilitation and dehumanization. You, the consumer, is a victim, a passive slave, cosmetic free market economy, under covert mind control mechanism. Into rehumanized as re-educated, realigned, born again. That's what they will call it. You'll be born again. You'll be rehumanized. They mean you'll be re-educated. Active slave for the cause. The moral majority which seeks to convert those affected by dehumanization. And now this is the most important part here, folks. You have the access to unlimited resources. Don't let them fool you. We're not running out of shit. We got oil for fucking ever. And we don't even need oil. So, non-conformity. Do-it-yourself, so you get a do-it-yourself attitude and start to go into dissent, starting to think about militancy, and then you're labeled social misfit, an outsider, a conspiracy nut, which is where we're at now. Next, terrorist. Steered or excluded from all access and criminalized, neutralized. Municipal workers, soldiers. They go as the lower trusted sector. They're maintained by behavioral bribery mechanism. Those are your local governments and shit. The people that are easily bribed. Social isolation, the punishment. The reward, continued service to state and access to resources. That's why they do it all. Money, access to resources. Money, access to resources. Same thing with the journalists. What are you going to do if you want them to shut up? If you want to keep your sources, keep your mouth shut. Okay, so program. The normality culture. Moral majority. Common sense values. Okay? I'll go into education and conformity. The institutional authority. They're molding you. This is right here. Conformity. Education. They're molding you. Okay? Next, gives you access to the trusted sector. So basically, you're going from elementary school, middle school, high school. Okay? Now they start talking, sexual manipulation, substance abuse, briberies. You'll have all the money in the world. Maintained by bribery mechanism based on fear of exposure and isolation. You never see the fucking congressmen and senators out like they used to be, do you? You notice the president, there's certain countries he won't go to? That's because he's wanted for war crimes in over a dozen countries. Him and George Bush, along with a plethora of fucking other people. Now, this is how it gets labeled. And it's like this. It goes 3, 2, 1. So second world is always second world. Non-globalized sector, labeled as poverty zones, promoted as the disease-ridden savage enemy of progress. Don't go near there, meaning areas such as these are rich in ancient knowledge of self-sustainability, thus are being processed. Geopolitical asset rape is a hard war gateway to globalization, the second worlding of all third world zones. Globalized sector, kept uninformed, dumbed down, compliant via MK operations. These are all your celebrities and shit, your musicians. Propaganda, corporate management of politics, religion, so on. Utilizing the distraction of debts. Wage slavery. Folks, when you get into the entertainment business, unless you're making over $30 million a year, you're an indentured servant, is what you are. Corporate military. Military-industrial complex. Hold and use highly advanced technology for ultimate strategic advantage over second world. Elite managers control access points within closed society structure, thus ensuring aspiration. This is the world that makes sure everybody does their fucking job and keeps their mouths shut. The enforcers, if you will. Strategy of tension. Terror attacks enable draconian measures. Who stands to gain? That's what you need to ask yourself all the time with any bill. Anything they're trying to put into law or get passed. Who gains? Look at the short term, look at the long term attacks. Then you start blaming of religion and ideologies, enabling invasions on pretext of terror fight, enable fear-based control, enable draconian laws. Okay, it goes on and on. Now we're about right here. Enable unreliable evidence obtained by torture. We're already past that, so, we're just before this one right here. Enable secret evidence in secret courts, which I'm sure they're already fucking doing. Then you get into the fucking neocons, geophysical behavior. These are the different social cultures. Which one do you fall into? Well, it doesn't fucking matter. Because they want us all dead. Global police state. Fight this shit, folks. Now. This is exactly what's going on. What they're doing. Okay. Biometrics, ID cards, body scanners. California law allowing police to seize guns without notice begins January 1st. In other words, morons, gun confiscation. I'll tell you, let's go through some of the other stuff I got on here. Here's a good one that Korean sent me. I haven't really even looked at it yet. All I know is about national ID, so that's why they're handing out all the fucking licenses and shit to the illegals. It's fucking Operation Garden Plot, Operation Cable Splicer.